Welcome back to the Big Saturday Show. The FBI and DOJ are all going all in on former President Trump, raiding his home, possibly going after him for his handling of presidential records, including classified documents. But when it comes to Hillary Clinton, she had classified information on her server, but the FBI back then didn't prosecute. Remember this?
7 email chains concern matters that were classified at the top secret special access program at the time they were sent and received. Although there is evidence of potential violations of the statutes regarding the handling of classified information, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case.
Meanwhile, former President Trump says those classified documents noted in the search warrant aren't actually classified. He posted on Truth Social, quote, "Number one, it was all declassified. Number two, they didn't need to seize anything. They could have had it anytime they wanted without playing politics and breaking into Mar-a-Lago. It was in a secured storage with an additional lock put on as per their request." Tammy, I'm going to start with you. There's so much to get to here when it comes to this story. We could go on and on. But there were a couple of tweets by former Hillary Clinton aide Jennifer Palmieri. First one, imagining the call some poor person in the Biden administration is having to make to Macron right now. And then she tweets, "Racking my brain here, which world leader would find compromat on Macron valuable?" So essentially what she's doing, the backstory to those tweets, is she's essentially saying that compromat, damaging information on a world leader related to Macron, would be valuable to Vladimir Putin, and that some of this might have been related to that. And so somehow this all, again, ties back to Russia.
Totally. It's like a James Clancy novel. They just all read the same novel and are just imagining these things, and that she puts it on Twitter. And that it's like you want to start people imagining and wondering, and then it all goes back, no doubt, to Trump, and they just can't let go. And the benefit of having something so dumb and complicated and where you can fill in the blanks is that it can be everything to everyone. And you can make it be about whoever the bad guy you want it to be, but they're always fighting the bad guys. The only people, certainly when it came to the Hillary Clinton campaign, that were imagining things and setting up things was the Hillary Clinton campaign. Now, as we know with Durham, regarding the Russia hoax and all of that. These fun little things they do. It's not about facts or about the reality of our situation, but it always seems to go back to Russia. It never goes to China, if you've noticed.
But the narrative is confusing because I could have sworn the story was that he had Putin on speed dial.
Oh, that's
and since he's got more classified information between his ears than in the 11 boxes, why would he need to sell the file to Macron? Why doesn't he just call up and say,
Look,
guess what I can tell you?
When you are a lapdog for Putin, why do you need to do things secretly?
They got this whole Alpha Bank thing worked out. I just don't.
It's rare. Clearly, there was no red phone found in Mar-a-Lago at this point, connected up to Russia. So, this is all to have people discussing this instead of the real nature of what's happening to this country, what Biden is and is not doing, and the fact that they have no backbench in that party.
But it's really interesting because Bill Maher is coming out and he's essentially warning the Democrats that the fallout from this raid could actually hurt the Democrats. Let's take a listen to this.
Is it going to justify this raid, or is this going to be a political nightmare?
Well, if it doesn't turn out to be that, there are legitimate questions, I think, from the Trump supporters about the different standards applied to Donald Trump as have been applied to Hillary Clinton, to James Comey, to Hunter Biden, and the others.
And let's talk about that. The standards are different. When it came to Hillary Clinton, there was no intent there. She didn't know she was breaking the law when she had this server in her home with thousands of emails on it, and there was classified information on it as well. She didn't know that it was wrong to delete those emails and to scrub the server, Andy. But when it comes to President Trump, I mean, the intent, it's so clear.
Yeah, and before she deleted them, she set up the server system, the homebrew server system, to systematically defeat the government's record-keeping requirements. And I don't think anybody got to her manse in Westchester County with a search warrant saying we want everything because you took everything, which is what she was designed to do. She also did the deleting after she got a subpoena from the House committee that was investigating Benghazi. So To the extent that people are really angry about our two-tiered system, this is what makes people crazy.
It sure does. And some of the headlines that are out there, Sean, are really interesting as well. Here's how Politico is characterizing it. Why the Trump search warrant is nothing like Hillary's emails, Washington Post. Comparing Trump documents to Clinton emails is apples to oranges.
And this is the game they played during Russia collusion. You get the Democrats and the media and social media all driving a narrative. It's not about the truth, it's about the narrative. It worked during Russia collusion. Donald Trump didn't win re-election, and now they're doing the same thing here. So why not do the same play? But to think that we wouldn't think that the FBI is political in how they handle different parties. Think of Comey, McCabe, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Christopher Steele, Michael Sussman, all tied into the FBI on the Russia collusion story. But then they can't get Hunter Biden, Hillary Clinton. They can't find the pipe bomber at the DNC and the RNC. They won't prosecute BLM. They won't prosecute Antifa. But they can prosecute James O'Keefe, Michael Flynn, and Peter Navarro. Peter Navarro, by the way, lives almost across the street from the FBI. They didn't go over and arrest him or ask him to turn himself in. They actually waited till he left his house right by the FBI, went to the airport, and they arrested him at the airport so they could do it publicly and put him in leg irons. Don't tell me they're not political. And
like he's trying to fly away and escape.
That we should sit back and go, oh, no, the FBI is fair in the way they dispense justice. None of us believe that. And if we don't, that's an FBI problem, not our problem.
Yeah, and a lot of people want answers. They want to dig into what exactly happened here. They want more information so they can understand it better because they are suspect of what has happened.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.